Welcome to the Explainer. Today we are breaking down how to build a revenue engine that actually works for 2026. Because let's be honest, right now, most companies are just slapping AI onto old broken processes, and spoiler alert, it is a total recipe for failure. We're going to get into why that is and exactly what to do about it.
Okay, let's kick things off with an idea that explains pretty much every failure in this space. This quote just nails it. The single biggest mistake companies make is getting obsessed with the mechanics, the tools, the AI, the automation, while completely forgetting about the humans who are actually supposed to use it. That's the real problem we need to solve.
For decades, most businesses have been running on the exact same go-to-market playbook. But that whole model, that entire way of thinking, is now completely structurally broken. And if you don't get why it's broken, you have zero chance of building what comes next. So, the old way of doing things was this neat, linear assembly line, right? Marketing finds a lead, passes it to sales, who then tries to close it. Simple. But that world has been totally shattered. In our new reality, buyers are using AI to do their own research. They evaluate products on their own time, and they're not making decisions alone anymore. They're in these huge buying committees, making up their minds long before a salesperson even knows they exist.
So here's the crucial point. The problem isn't just that the market changed. The real problem is that companies are trying to apply the wrong fix. They're treating AI like a simple software upgrade, when what's really needed is a complete overhaul of their human systems.
And this brings us to a really powerful idea: behavioral infrastructure. Think of it this way. If your tech is the car, your behavioral infrastructure is the driver, the road signs, and the actual rules of the road. It's the human operating system that creates clarity, gets rid of friction, and makes sure people actually do the things they're supposed to do. It is the missing layer in almost every single company.
This quote just perfectly captures the mindset shift we all need to make. See, AI can give you speed, but it can't create progress on its own. Only systems that are designed for real human behavior can build sustainable momentum. Your people are the operating system. AI is just an app you're running on it. So, if the old playbook is dead and just throwing more tech at the problem is the wrong fix, what's the right one? Well, the solution is to stop thinking in terms of little, disconnected campaigns and start architecting a fully integrated revenue engine. A modern revenue engine is built on 5 core systems that all have to work together. First, you need an alignment system, so everyone is crystal clear on the mission. Second, an intelligence system, to get real signals from the market instead of just relying on gut feelings. Third, an execution system, which is all about turning that strategy into actual momentum. Fourth, enablement, to arm your teams with what they need to win. And finally, optimization, so you're always learning and getting better. If any one of these breaks, the whole engine just grinds to a halt. Okay, I know what you're thinking. This sounds great in theory, but how do you actually build it? Well, this isn't just some high-level idea. There's a concrete, 90-day blueprint to install this operational physics right into your company and totally transform how you operate. This 90-day plan works in 3 main phases. The first 30 days are all about getting clarity and diagnosing the real problems. The next 30 days, that's the system build-out, where you actually construct the engines that create momentum. And then the final 30 days are all about orchestration and acceleration, where you scale what works and start seeing those amazing compounding results. And when you get these systems in place, the result isn't just some small incremental improvement. No, you actually move from chaotic, unpredictable activity to real, compounding momentum. It is a fundamental shift in how your entire organization performs. This table really shows the shift perfectly. Look at the from column. You've got silo teams, gut feel decisions, and this obsession with volume metrics like MQLs or marketing qualified leads. Now look at the to column. Integrated systems, evidence-based decisions, and a laser focus on real business outcomes like pipeline and revenue. You basically trade in those rigid annual plans for continuous adaptation, which is the only way to win today. So what does this actually look like in the real world? Well, first off, you get predictability. Instead of just guessing what your quarter will look like, your forecasts become grounded in real data, and accuracy jumps from like a coin flip to over 85%. Second, it drives some incredible efficiency. You stop wasting money on channels and tactics that don't actually work, and you can reinvest that into what's proven to drive growth. The result? You dramatically cut your customer acquisition costs. And finally, it creates velocity.
By systematically finding and removing all the friction points in your buyer's journey, you actually shorten your sales cycles, and you start winning deals a whole lot faster. So the ultimate takeaway here is this: winning in 2026 isn't about having more AI tools or launching more marketing campaigns. It is all about building the operational physics, the integrated human and technical systems that create real, compounding momentum. Which leaves you with one really crucial question to ask yourself. Is your strategy just a wish list, or is it a real system?